my name is Meredith, and welcome to one of our online videos. I'm an educator at the Children's Museum of New Hampshire, and I'm excited to share this fun activity to help you celebrate St. Patrick's Day. So this activity is called Leprechaun Treasure, and what we'll be doing is hiding some leprechaun treasure and then inviting your little ones to come and try to find it through the wonder of science. So the things that you need for this activity are pretty simple, and you should be able to find them at home. The first thing you want to find is some kind of pan. I like the pans that are a little bit deeper since we are mixing things and doing some kitchen chemistry. It kind of helps with the spill zone if it's just a little bit deeper. It does not have to be this big. I realized my pan is actually kind of big for this project, but if you have multiple little ones, it might be good to have a bigger pan, so for sharing. The second thing you want to find is just some loose change. Any kind of change will work. Pennies, quarters, nickels, whatever. Leprechauns are not picky. So any kind of loose change is perfect. The other thing you want to find is some vinegar. Lemon juice also works. We need something that's acidic. So vinegar or lemon juice are both good. You need some baking soda. And the last thing you want to find is green food coloring. If you want, it does make it a little more festive for St. Patrick's Day, and a spray bottle. If you don't have a spray bottle that you want to put vinegar in, another great option is just to have a little bowl that you can put vinegar and food coloring in, and you can use spoons to do your science experiment. Another precaution that I took was to put just a trash bag on my counter in case I get too excited spraying my food coloring. It's going to go on the trash bag and not on my countertop. So to set up this experiment for your little ones, the first thing you want to do is probably put a trash bag down, find your pan, and start putting your leprechaun treasure in the bottom of your pan. You're just going to spread it out all along the bottom of your pan. Then what you're going to do is cover all of that leprechaun treasure with baking soda, so that you can't see it anymore. You can see a little peek of it, but not much. Then to get ready, you're going to either fill that little bowl with vinegar and food coloring, or put your vinegar and food coloring in your spray bottle. Then you have to invite your little ones to come and do some science. So I would start by saying, some leprechauns were here and they left you a science project. They have hidden some of their treasure in this pan, and it's your job to use what you see on the table to try and find it. What do you think you could do? If I know anything about children, they will gravitate towards that spray bottle or that bowl of vinegar that's green immediately. They will gravitate towards that and immediately start doing their experiment. Be cautious of spray bottles and faces or eyes. You want to make sure that all of the spraying stays in the pan, and be careful of the spoons. Just be gentle and try to find the treasure in your pan. So once they start spraying, you can start spraying. Oh wow! So they will whoa, there it goes. They will, wow. They will immediately notice, number one, it's green, exciting. Number two, it is fizzing and bubbling and foaming. And number three, there's a smell, that's the vinegar. And you can also hear it. It's a very audible fizz and bubble. They will probably want to keep spraying or spooning until you have a bunch of mush in your dish. That's why I went for the slightly deeper dish. And eventually your vinegar and your baking soda will stop reacting, but then you have some exciting St. Patrick's Day baking soda vinegar soup full of treasure that they will have found. If you want to get into the science of what's happening, you are mixing vinegar and baking soda. That's an acid and a base. When we mix acids and bases, we get a chemical reaction. You can tell when there's a chemical reaction because something changes. In this case, it's fizzing, it's bubbling, it's foaming, we can hear it. And we are combining a solid and a liquid, and what we're hearing when it's fizzing and bubbling and foaming is the creation of a gas. The gas that we're creating by mixing vinegar and baking soda is carbon dioxide, which is one of the things that we breathe. So that's kind of cool. So happy St. Patrick's Day from all of us at the Children's Museum of New Hampshire. We hope you have a blast with this science experiment. I have no doubt it will be requested over and over and over again while you are at home. So have lots of fun with it. Right on cue. Happy St. Patrick's Day.